Good morning, everyone. Today I'm here with a new topic from your motivational muse, motivating girls' studies. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my videos if you like the content of what I'm telling you, and stay with me to the end to find out how to maximize your studies as a girl. Education is a passport to freedom and the means to unlock the globe. Education is power to a woman. Women empowerment begins with educating the girl child. You educate a man and you educate a single individual. You educate a woman and you educate the whole family and society. Educating women will give rise to a just and equal society based on understanding and sensitivity. It will give rise to peace rather than war. Encouraging women to pursue education gives them the confidence to make a difference in their family, communities, and the world in general. The hand that rocks the cradle rules the world is an old saying, and it is true. Let us make that hand an educated one. It will be more powerful to influence progress if her children, in particular, and society in general, if she is educated well. Here are some ways to promote learning among girls and women. Boost their confidence by making them see that studying will improve their quality of life and their freedom. By freedom, I mean freedom of choice to pick up any career, to make the important decisions in their life regarding themselves and their children. Providing a safe environment. An all girls school where the students and administration is all run by women. Introducing them to female role models in history and all walks of life. It should be a necessary part of the curriculum. Creating a winning mindset that emphasizes progress over ranking. Very often, we make the children think that getting more marks is the important fact rather than concentrating on the marking system and them meeting the cutoffs. Concentrate on them getting quality education while they are studying, because if you aim only for marking, then it might be temporary study. So encourage them to go for a study that will last through a lifetime. Slow and steady wins the race rather than fast and furious, which may end in a burnout or disaster. Celebrate mistakes and failures as necessary steps up the ladder of success. Unless one fails, one will never learn the true taste of success. Failing creates a strong resolve to improve one's strategy. Connecting real life experiences to highlight how all famous people had to overcome many hurdles along the way to success. Unless one tastes the bitterness of failure, they will not appreciate the sweetness of success. Provide access to quality education by introducing them, the girls, to avenues of scholarship and financial aid to meritorious students. Nowadays, many colleges have this system where if you have uh, attained a certain percentage of ranking, then your percentage of you might get a full free scholarship, or you might get a percentage of reduction in the for the fees for the year. Introduce them to extracurricular activities that include sports, self-defense classes, clubs for dance and swimming, volunteer work at places of their interest to create an in-depth knowledge of the work involved in a particular field. It will be something like uh, what we now call hands on experience while they're working. So in a particular field of study, they can go and get a part-time experience letter, which will help them in the future. So these are the ways to improve the study and success of the girl students. I am exhorting all parents, especially mothers and grandmothers, to emphasize this fact to their children, that educating the girl child is of the utmost importance. It is the need of the hour, the need in which, as matriarchs of our family, we are the ones who make it possible for our girl children to get the best possible education. And educating them is the best platform in life. At any stage in life, if for any reason their marriages do not work out, or if there is an untimely death, like in the case of the pandemic, the girls are not obliged to carry on in life with this handicap of having children and no support, and then to have to pursue an education. This is the first thing I keep telling my students, all my students, especially the girl students, that first get your degree before getting married. And if you get a marriage or a boy that cannot wait, then make this one of the definite clauses, that until I finish my education, I will not, start a family, go into the family way, have children. Because once you start getting pregnant, I went through that, and it was during the time when I had to do my PhD. So, on one hand, I had a small kid, and I was pregnant with the second issue. So, it made study very, very difficult. And I was told many times that, give it up, it doesn't matter, there's no need to get the PhD. But my resolve was such that I knew that if I wanted to pursue a profession in higher education, I will have to be that qualified to face the competition.